What's up, guys? So, what we're doing, obviously, this is a new streaming thing that I got. So, I'm still working on it. I don't know how to use anything yet. I added a couple backgrounds, but that's it. I still got to get the software onto my desktop. So, I want to be working completely mobile today. By tomorrow, I should. My bad, guys, about the noise. It'll be over in a couple minutes, hopefully. Um, But yeah, I'm going to have everything set up like good tomorrow. So today's the first day we're using it, so we'll see how it goes. It is let me see. Like I said, I'm gonna have to use everything off my phone for right now. See what it looks like when you. Yeah, it still comes up that way, so it looks the same, right? Like the comments look the same. I actually got the comments on screen. There's a bunch of different ways I could set this up. So this is just custom the way it is right now. I'm going to edit everything tonight for tomorrow's show. Like I'm going to add my custom backgrounds, my custom overlay. I'm going to put it onto my desktop so I don't have to use the phone for everything. Because right now I'm using the phone for everything. But I do like this. I do like this. I think it's much better. Good morning, James. So where's it at? Like, check. This is cool too. Watch this. So boom, that's the VIP. So you could just scan that right there, or just I don't know if you scan it, you could probably click on it as well, and it will give you everything. You could buy VIP right on here just by that. You don't have to go anywhere else. I could set the link right here in the middle of the show and put it up. You could scan the code and get a month of VIP right on the show. So I thought that was pretty cool. They got a bunch of different ones. Like look at this one. They got one like that. They got a regular one just like that. And then, like I said, you could sign this one for VIP like that. So yeah, man, new streaming software we're using today. I'm strictly mobile right now. But I will have everything up and running perfect on it tomorrow, with all my custom looks and all that good shit. So just work with me today. Marcus Lane, good morning, good morning, good morning. Glad you're here, man. Glad you're all here. We got football starting soon, so we're gonna get started here in a minute. Yeah, new stream, man. Right now, we're just kind of beta testing it. I'm not necessarily sure how to use it. I'm going to figure everything out, and I'm going to put in custom looks and everything tonight and actually get the software uploaded to my desktop um, for tomorrow's stream. So everything's going to look legit. Let me know if you guys like the comments on the side there. But yeah, man. Oh shit, we got Bob in the building. Bob, man, I wish you could have done the show today, bro. I forgot to even ask you. I asked who did I ask? Oh, Cali Wagers, because he was on the show yesterday. But yeah, man, it's gonna be tough doing this damn card by myself. But yeah, man, good luck to you as well, Bob. Appreciate you being here, man. If you want to hop on, let me know. I'll love to get you on here and talk some college football. Just put it in the comments and I'll send you an invite. Uh, Zarnio in the building, man. What's up? Good morning, bro. Good morning. Oliver, good morning, man. Yeah, it's pretty cool, right? And this is just I didn't even fooled around with it yet, Ozzy. I haven't even fooled around with it yet, bro. This is just on my phone right now. I didn't even put it on desktop yet. There's no emojis. Oh, James Fields got them. Look. All right. Appreciate everyone being here, man. We got a lot of people in here so far, so we're going to get started here shortly. Um, like I said, there's a whole bunch of ones. Like, look, this is my favorite one right here. This one's dope. It's like but I'm like a dark color kind of guy. I like dark colors, but they got a bunch of ones, man. All right, let's get started, man. I'm not going to waste too much time. Like I said, I'll have everything set up a lot better tomorrow, guys, for you. Like I'll have everything just set up differently with all of our custom, like all my custom stuff on there. So if any of you guys got any good ideas, let me know because I can do a lot more with this streaming than I can the other ones. But today I'm using my phone right now, so it's going to be hard for me to bounce back and forth. You said they're not showing the comments on the screen there? That sucks. On mine it is. Let's try it this way. Maybe this is why. Oh, it's not letting me switch. Oh, I thought it was showing you the comments on screen. Hmm. Because I got right next to my video, I have a whole line of all the comments on screen. All right, I'll fix everything tomorrow. Let's just get to the picks. We got a lot of games to talk about today. Um, but yeah, man, this is the new streaming I'm going to be using. I'm going to deck it all out tonight, and we'll have it all set up and looking good for tomorrow. Um, this is one of my favorite things right here. You guys can buy VIP right on the thing, just like that. $10 for a month. That's my favorite thing right there. I think it's going to be so much better because now I ain't got to be like, well, go to the website, do this, man. Y'all could literally just get the VIP right there. So I think that's actually pretty cool. Especially if you're on the computer. If you're on the computer watching this on YouTube or something, that is so much better because now you can just use your phone, scan that QR code, you pay the $10, and you get into my VIP for a month. Like that's my favorite thing about it. All right. So 12 o'clock. We're gonna start with college football. We're gonna start with college football, and then we're going to move to college basketball. That's all I'm going to talk today. I might do a show later for hockey and NBA, but it depends. Recap on yesterday. We did extremely well. Extremely well. So yesterday we went 4-0 in VIP. We went 4-0 in VIP. We what else did we do? We did really good on free picks. I give a free card out in the community now. So I put like just a free betting card in the community, and we did extremely well on there. But we swept VIP yesterday, and when I tell y'all, like we had a lot of money out, we had a lot of money out. So we did extremely well yesterday, extremely well. Didn't miss a single play in VIP. Um, I gave you guys that Georgia play, which was one of my favorite plays. But I did give it out for free. Um, so that hit. Georgia looks really good. I took away a lot yesterday. I told you guys that I was taking notes yesterday from yesterday's games. I've been taking notes every day so far in college basketball, finding the teams that I'm going to back, finding the conferences I like the most. So this year is going to be different. And so far, we are off to an even hotter start than we were last year, which I didn't think was damn possible. But it's definitely possible. Because we've been absolutely killing it. So let's hope it stays that way, man. Uh, Big shout out to Cam Thomas last night, man. Uh, that was awesome. So we took him at 23 points. He snapped. I wrote in the article he was going to get 30. I think he did get 30. So shout out to him, man. That was awesome. Michigan, Penn State. Shout out to y'all. What a fucking day, man. What a day. And then obviously we had Colorado State as well that we didn't talk about in college football, but that was one of my favorite plays of the day yesterday was Colorado State, and they came through for us. So there's a lot that you get with VIP guys that, sometimes I don't talk about on the show. I mean, don't get me wrong, I always try to bring y'all value, but there's always good plays, man, that I like a lot that you can get with VIP that obviously you're not going to get anywhere else. So for the $10, man, it's definitely $10 is definitely worth joining VIP, guys. Like, we've been killing it. And it's crazy because I told everyone yesterday, I was like, today's the day y'all want to take out a loan. I was like, today's the day y'all want to take out a loan. Don't fade me. We're sweeping the board. And sure enough, we swept that bitch. All right, man. Let's get talking about the games, man. We already been here for 10 minutes. So we got Texas taking on Arkansas. Like I said, we're starting with college football, and then we're moving on to college basketball, and I might do a show later for NBA and NHL, depending on how many people we get in here. So if you guys are on Twitter, please retweet the stream for me. It means a lot. And if you are on YouTube, please just hit the like button, comment, all that good stuff for me. Maybe share it on Twitter as well. All right, let's get right into it, man. Let me see if I can find out how to use this. Like I said, I can't wait to get this onto the desktop. Okay, here we go. All right. Boom. So we got Texas taking on uh Arkansas today. We got Texas taking on Arkansas today. It looks like 1 second, guys. Okay. Looks like Texas is taking on Arkansas here. We got Texas getting laying 13 and a half points on the road, where we got Arkansas. I don't know if that's good or not. Getting Arkansas at 13 and a half points. We got a total of 57 and a half. Slightly favored to the under at a minus 112. I mean, I like what I've seen from this Arkansas team, man. Obviously, Texas, man, I think they've only lost one game this year. They are fucking, Texas is a good football team, bro. They really are. So do I think it's justified that they're laying 13 and a half points on the road? Um, I don't know. It's a lot of points, and it's not like Arkansas is some pushovers, right? So we can't sit here and act like Arkansas don't have a possibility of covering this number. I think Texas shows up though. I love this offense. I mean, they're averaging almost 40 points a game. Like, this Texas offense is for real, guys. And Arkansas's defense is a problem, and it's hard for me to not think that with a team like Texas already averaging 40 points, now you're playing an Arkansas defense that is just non-existent. I mean, guys, I don't know. I don't know. How are they going to be able to keep up? Like, that's my whole thing. I don't think we take a side, because this number leaves the door wide open for a team like Arkansas. But I think we can be comfortable with the over here. I mean, seriously, if let's just say Texas they put up their average, right? 38. That's what they're averaging, 38.9 points per game. So let's just say they put that up. I mean, do we not think that Tennessee is not going to put up, 20 something points? Man, I do. Um, I like the over here. I like the over. It's now at a 58.5. It opened at a 57.5, so it went up a point. You could also look at Texas's team total, I believe. I think these are all good spots to take instead of trying to lay that spread. This is a big spread against a decent Arkansas team that we know can put up points as well. They're averaging 35 points per game. So you're getting Texas's team total today. You can get it over 34.5 at a minus 135. I told y'all they're averaging 38.9 points a game, and this Arkansas defense has been awful. Let's see what they're giving up first, and then we'll. So their defense is giving up 26.3 points per game. So like I said, man, it's just an over spot. The numbers add up right. Yeah, it's going to be an over spot for me here. It looks like Texas's defense is. I can't find what Texas's defense is giving up. Yeah, it's not showing me what Texas's defense is giving up, but we are still going to take the over here. I don't think it is any issues here. I think this game goes over. So Oliver is saying, by the way, good morning, Kevin. Appreciate you being here, bro. So Oliver is saying that the line opened at 16.5, came down to a 12.5, and now going up to a 13.5. So yeah, that is definitely conflicting line movement. That is a big jump from 16.5 all the way down. Um, I see 13.5. I didn't know it opened up at 16.5. I thought it opened at 13.5. So it just goes to show you, man, it's hard to get reliable information off the internet anymore. You really got to know where your information is coming from. Because mine says 13.5, and I'm sure Oliver, like he said, it opened up at 16. So it's crazy. All right. Uh that's all I got for this one, man. I got the over. I think this is an easy over to start our day. Um, like I said, worst case scenario, Arkansas puts up, 24 points, and Texas does the rest of the work. So absolutely love it to start our day. All right, next game we got Utah. We got Utah taking on Colorado. So we got Utah coming in. We got Utah coming in. These are all 12 o'clock games, man. The 12 o'clock slate looks good. So Utah playing Colorado. Utah's coming in, getting 13.5 points. Colorado at home laying 13.5 points. And we got a total of 43, slightly favored to the over here. Um, so Colorado during a day game. Are we used to this? Like, you guys know I'm not a big college football guy. Like, I can talk it and I'll give you guys my best bets. We've been doing really good in it, but I don't pay attention like that, like when it comes to watching and everything, especially not Colorado. But this is usually a night team, right? Colorado usually plays at night, I figured. So this is kind of weird seeing them during the day here. We do have massive line movement in this game. It opened up at an 11.5. Obviously, now we're seeing it at a 13.5 in favor of Colorado. And, as much as I might not like Coach Primetime, this is still a good football team, and we can't just back someone. We can't just not fade a team because we don't we don't agree with their decisions or whatever, right? Because we don't like someone, unless their last name is Golden, then yes, we can absolutely fade a team because of their coach. But here, because we just don't back pedophiles, right? Something we just don't do, and that's exactly what Golden is. The fact that he's still coaching is absolutely absurd to me. But Colorado, they should show up here. They should show out big. I like this offense a lot. Obviously, Shador Sanders is one of the best quarterbacks in the nation. He has some of the best weapons in the nation. It's hard not to respect this Colorado team. They are a good team. I don't see how Utah is going to slow them down here. I'm expecting Colorado to have this game over and won by halftime, to be honest with you. I think they're up. I think they're covering this initial 11 and a half at halftime. And I don't think they ever look back. I really don't. I think this is just a Colorado blowout. They're at home. I mean, it has it written all over it. Colorado is playing Kansas next as well. But this defense is still not terrible. Colorado, man, their offense 35th in the country, their defense 51st in all of college football. I mean, this is crazy. Actually, their offense, yeah, 35th in the league, man, where their defense is even ranked 51st. We know they have some problems when it comes to their secondary, but like I said, man, their offense makes up for the little lacklusters that their defense has. And it's hard not to respect this team. So I'm all over Colorado, man. Utah has lost their last 5 games. Utah has failed to cover the spread in 4 of their last 5 games in their conference. There's nothing that makes me like Utah here. Nothing. So so I don't understand what you're saying. You're saying don't go with Colorado? I don't see why you would go with Utah here. It makes no sense. I mean, bro, they just didn't TCU beat the shit out of them. Houston, I mean, bro, I can't, bro. Sorry, they're not putting up enough points to run with a team like Colorado. I just can't. I just cannot do it, bro. They are not putting up enough points to run with a team like Colorado. So I'm sticking to my guns on this one, Ozzy. Give me Colorado here, laying the chalk. All right, next game we got Clemson playing Pitt. We got Clemson playing Pittsburgh. At least I thought we did. Yes, we do. All right, so Clemson's coming in laying 11 and a half. Pittsburgh's getting 11 and a half in this game. We got a total of 50 locked up on both sides here at a minus 110. Let me see here. I mean, I'm leaning Pitt here. Pitt's been playing some really good football. This is a lot of the thing for me though, it almost looks too good. This is kind of telling me that Clemson might actually blow them out the water. The line just looks amazing. It opened up at a 10, I believe. What did I put on there? 12 and a half, and it's already moved. So I just wrote these tabs about an hour ago, 2 hours ago. So the line's now at 11 and a half, opened up at a 10. When I was looking at them, they were at a 12 and a half, and now they moved back down to 11 and a half. So we got major movement on this game. And like I said, man, I really do think that this line is pretty telling. Like it's telling us Clemson, if you ask me. Pittsburgh, they are a good team, and it's kind of hard not to look at them with the points, but I gotta go Clemson here. The line is screaming at us, man. Clemson doesn't have another conference game. Clemson doesn't have another conference game like, let me see here. Yeah, they don't. They don't have another conference game after this. So this is it. I expect them to show up big here. I mean that's going to be their best chance at kind of them driving the car for their season. I mean, this is your last conference game, man. You got to come out on fire, right? So Panthers, I mean, they look good this season. And I don't know, man. I don't know. See what you guys think. It's tough. So Pitt's going to have their backup QB in. All right, so Utah with the points, public and everybody. So here's what Oliver said about that last one. VIP play. I don't, Oliver, I don't see it, man. I really, really don't, bro. All right. Pitt. So you said Pitt has their backup QB in? I don't even know who Pittsburgh's backup QB is, bro. Is it Holstein? Is it Holstein, Oliver? I don't know who their backup QB is. Either way, that makes me like them even more here. Give me Clemson. I'm laying the points. That makes sense now, Oliver. That makes sense now why we have such a big number, my guy. So I appreciate that, Oliver, because that's definitely what it is. That's why we have such a big number. Um, Public Enemy likes Clemson under 50. All right. All right, next game we got Tulane versus Navy. We got Tulane coming in laying 7 points. We got Navy getting 7 points. We got a total of 49. We have it's slightly favored to the under in this one. Man, I'm all over Tulane in this game, man. Good luck holding me back from this one. I think Tulane comes in and shows up. Navy did grab a win versus South Florida, so I give them that. But there's still questions about what the fuck is dude's name? Horvath. He fucked his hand up. So we still got major questions surrounding Blake Horvath and his hand for Navy. And now you gotta play an offense like Tulane. Good luck, bro. Tulane, I know it's very small hopes, but hope is very strong, man. Like hope is a strong energy, and Tulane has hope of making playoffs. It is what it is. They have hope of making playoffs. They're not done yet. Um, this offense has been really good. They know how to run the ball really, really well. Um, Tulane can't afford to drop this game. They cannot. They cannot afford to drop this game because then their playoff hopes will be gone. I also think Tulane's defense is going to show up today. Tulane's defense is a little underrated, if you ask me. I mean, I like this Tulane team, man. Maybe it's just me, but I do like this Tulane team. I think you bring this number down to a 6.5, and I think Tulane wins this game probably by either 7 or 10 points, man. I actually like Tulane a lot today, believe it or not. I do. All right, let's go back to comments here. All right, Public Enemy likes Tulane as well. All right, good shit. I like it as well. I think they roll also. Public Enemy. By the way, good morning. All right, let's keep it moving, man. What do we got next? We got we got Liberty taking on UMass. So we are still in the 12 o'clock slate, man. We got Liberty laying 16 points on the road in this game, guys. We got UMass getting 16 points. We got a total of 52.5 locked up on both sides. You guys can hate me all you want. I am on UMass here. This is a terrible, terrible, terrible spot for Liberty. And I can bet my bottom dollar that the entire world, that's right, the entire world is going to be on Liberty today. And you just got to think about it. Where is Liberty at in their season right now? Right? Like they're a much better team. Let's not get it fucked up. They're the much better team, but this is really a bad spot. I mean, they can win the Conference USA title, man. Liberty really can. And they have two humongous conference games coming up. after this game. You know, that is them two games are really going to make or break their season, for real. Uh, and now in the middle of all this, right? Of you guys having hopes for the Conference USA title. You got two huge conference games coming up, and in the middle of all this, you have to play a UMass team, a non-conference game, UMass team in the middle of all this. Like what? Uh, it's very weird. And the best part is UMass ain't playing for shit. UMass is playing for strictly pride out here. And they have the backup quarterback in. So why in the world will we want to take UMass here? I'm telling you, because that's how this shit works. I can expect a lot of people pumping up on Liberty today, not thinking that this is a completely rest spot for Liberty. They have way bigger fish to fry. And honestly, I think UMass, they ain't going to win this game, but they're going to keep this game respectable. Um, I think Liberty just gets caught sleeping on UMass here. So if you want to go early and take UMass in this one, maybe take them first half with the points. I don't think that's a bad look at all. Uh, I love the 16 points. I love the first half for UMass here. I don't think they win outright, but I think they keep this game respectable only because Liberty is not trying to do the most, right? Liberty is not trying to do the most versus this UMass team. They got way bigger fish to fry. This is just a perfect spot to just fade Liberty against the spread. That's all this shapes up to be. And you know the public is going to be humping all over Liberty today. So I love UMass here. I really do. Like I said, I don't necessarily think they win outright, but I really do believe they're going to get this strong cover. So give me UMass here. I know it's not the prettiest pick, guys, but it's where I'm at, man. We're not known for pretty picks in here. That's for damn sure. All right, let's keep it moving, man. We got a good one. We got Michigan State taking on by the way, if I skip any games that y'all want to talk about, please let me know because I gotta handpick all these games before the show. So if I skip any game that's like really important or something you guys know that I don't, man, let me know in the comments. So we got Michigan State taking on Illinois. We got Michigan State coming in getting 2.5 points. We got Illinois laying 2.5. We got a total of 48 here, slightly favored to the under at a minus 112. You can catch Michigan State at a plus 110, and you can catch Illinois at a minus 130. Sign me up. The dogs are barking. Man, I like Michigan State here. God, do I like Michigan State. Look, man, I am shocked, absolutely shocked, appalled, astounded that this Illinois team is 6-3. Like, how do they do it? How do they do it, bro? I know how they do it. They do it because their schedule is dog water. Their schedule is dog shit. They don't play nobody. They don't play no one. And in them games that they do play, the nobody teams that they do play, they still end up looking mediocre against these bad teams. Like, bro, Illinois, this might be the most deceiving record and team in all of college football. I swear to God, man. Like 6-3 for Illinois. Are you fucking kidding me? I think this team's terrible. I honestly do. I do not think Illinois is a good team, bro. I don't care about the 5-1 home record. I truly don't. Um, you know, I don't care that it's fucking senior day in Champaign. I do not care, bro. This team is not good. And I'm not sitting here trying to say Michigan State is some fucking world beaters, but dude, Michigan State, I think they are. Let me see. Michigan State, yep, they are. Michigan State is still looking to become bowl eligible. So they are still looking for bowl eligibility. And winning this game and their next one, right, means they don't have to worry about that last game that they play. So they need to win this game. And then if they win next one, they're good. They don't have to worry about that last game. So I really do think and honestly, man, these are the spots. These are the spots that you want to back John Smith, man. And a road underdog playing Illinois, like, bro, this got Michigan State written all over it, bro. Um, I love John Smith in a spot like this. I mean, I rather back him much more as an underdog than a favorite. On God, I do. I like Illinois here. I think they win outright. I think Michigan State wins outright, man. We are fading Illinois today. I just think this record and this team is so deceiving. We'll see. All right. I thought let me see something. Oh no. No, Altmaier still I thought he was out. I thought he was hurt or something, but he's not. I don't think he's that good. I mean his records are I mean his numbers right here are not bad, Oliver. I gotta give you that. And like I said, Illinois is 5-1 at home, but I don't care, man. I just don't. I still don't. Illinois is going to have to show me, man. Plain and simple, they're going to have to show me. I think this is one of the most deceiving college football teams in college football right now. It's just how I feel. That 6-3 record is a smokescreen. They haven't played anybody. They haven't played anybody. All right. Let's keep it moving. Next game we got big boy. We got LSU taking on Florida. Florida. All right. We got LSU. We got LSU coming in as a what is it? 3.5, 4. I think it's 4 now. Let me see. Nope, 3.5 still. I thought it was 4. LSU laying 3.5 here. Florida getting 3.5. Florida is at home. I guess we're at the swamp here. We got a total of 57. 57 for this one, favor to the under. There's some really high totals today. I don't know if you guys peeped that or not, but there's some high totals today. Under 57 at a minus 112 is favored to the under, and almost all of them are favored to the under too, which you would kind of expect. But you got LSU coming in, man, looking good this year, man. They got a nice winning record. Florida's 500. This line did open up around 5. I mean, it's hard for me to get on Florida in this spot. I really liked what I've seen from LSU. This is a bounce back spot for Florida at home. Can we really fault them for that loss against Texas? I wish they would have made it look better because, I mean, Texas just took a shit on them, right? So I wish they would have made it look a little better, but nonetheless, they were playing Texas. We all know how good Texas is. It's hard for me to hold that loss against them last week. It really is. Um, but you also got to look at if what is the dude's name? Lagway can play, right? He might not even. It's possible that he don't even play, and if that happens, I mean, I don't know, man. We could see Florida. We could see Florida take advantage of this. We could see Florida take advantage of LSU secondary, honestly. And that's my only worry in this game for LSU. Other than that, I have no worries. LSU has dropped 2 games now. Alabama, Texas A&M. But this is still a good offense. This is still a good team, man. Their game is serious. Their passing attack is real. There is not much I can complain about LSU, man. It really is tough not knowing the quarterback situation for Florida. But either way, even with the starter here, I still have to go. I still have to go LSU here. I know they're on the road, but I have to, man. It is a bounce back. It is. You know, but I do like them here, man. And honestly, you can say it's a bounce back for you, Florida just got drugged by Texas, Ozzy. So, I mean, it could be for both of them. I just consider it a more of a bounce back for Florida, because they're at home, right? That's when I look out a bounce back. It's not easy to pull a bounce back on the road, so I try to consider like bounce backs at home, right? So I don't know, man. I definitely think LSU gets this game no matter what, though. Lagway, no Lagway, I don't care. I'm back in LSU here. I think they get the job done, guys. But we will be seeing. All right, let's keep it moving, man. We got Virginia taking on Notre Dame. Let me see here where it's at. So we got Virginia getting 22 points here. You got Notre Dame laying 22, and you got a total of 51 locked up on both sides here. Um, this is one of the tougher games, man. Laying 22 points with Notre Dame, huh? I mean, don't get me. Notre Dame also plays. They play basketball today as well, I believe. Um, do I really want to fade Notre Dame in both games? Ooh, do I really want to fade Notre Dame in basketball and college football? Because I'm fading Notre Dame today in college basketball. 22 points, man. Notre Dame 7-1. I'm doing it, bro. I'm doing it. I mean, let's be real, bro. Is this line not disrespectful? Like, I get Notre Dame, right? Notre Dame, most of the time when you think of college football, who do you think of, right? Like, Notre Dame is college football. Like, Notre Dame is a college football team. Like, this team is built around their, I mean, this school is built around their football. Like, I get it. I get Notre Dame. But let's be real. You're talking you're talking fucking 22 points here with Virginia. And let me see. Virginia 4-4. I mean, they're 500 right now, but God, I mean, they're not terrible. It ain't like Virginia's some fucking pushovers. Obviously Notre Dame is the better team. I get it. But this line, man, I don't know. I think, I mean, Virginia has found ways to play well. I mean, bro, Virginia 3-0 against the spread. As an underdog this season, they have covered 10 of their last 12 games as underdogs overall. Virginia just went into Pitt and pulled an upset. Like, what are we talking about here? Is that why? Because maybe they're due for a letdown here? Bro, you give me Virginia. This line is disrespectful as fuck. I don't think Virginia pulls the upset. Okay, I don't. I don't see no way Virginia pulls an upset here like they did with Pitt. But I also don't think that Notre Dame is going to be able to beat the brakes off of them. I mean, sure, Virginia's losing games, but they are covering machines. All they do is cover. All they do is compete. They don't let anybody walk all over them. Like, this Virginia team does not let anybody walk on them. So, Notre Dame or not, you're giving me 22 points with a team that's been making people money all year. They fight to the last minute. Give me the Cavs, bro. No fucking way are we passing this up. Give me the Cavs here, man. Big UVA today. All right, let's keep it moving. I got Oregon State taking on Air Force. So we got Oregon State laying 2.5. We got Air Force getting 2.5. We got a total of 44.5 locked up on both sides. You can catch Oregon State at a minus 135. You can get Air Force at a plus 114 at home. Air Force, man. Let's fucking go. I'm back in Air Force today. I like them on the money line. I like them plus the 2.5. Obviously, you take that 2.5, bring it up to a 3.5. I can see them running downfield with a minute left and kicking the game-winning field goal. No way in any way am I going to advise you guys to back Oregon State. This team is in absolute shambles. Shambles. They lost Griffin, who is literally one of their best players. I mean, he is one of the best running backs, that we've seen on this team. Uh he's out, right? So he's not playing. Uh I mean, and then you got this backup in there, right, in Oregon State, and you guys are running him into the ground. You are running him into the ground. You guys are treating him like he's Griffin, and he's not. He can't handle that type of workload, and you're seeing it because he is falling apart out there. The whole team is falling apart. Oregon State is done. They are just done, done, done. They're in shambles. And I know Air Force ain't the best, but God, man, they're better than what they got going on in Oregon State right now. This Air Force team just beat Fresno, right? They just beat Fresno. They're obviously still competing, right? Air Force is still competing. It ain't like they threw their season away and was just, you know, bitches about it. They're still showing up to their games. They're still beating teams. They're still playing competitive football. They didn't give up yet. Their season might be done, but they didn't give up yet. I like Air Force here, man. Give me the points. I like Air Force outright. Plus the 114. Oregon State has nothing left, man. They're drowning over there. And until I see something change, man, uh, I'm not backing Oregon State, and I can't advise y'all to back Oregon State at all. No Griffin, I can't do it, man. And now your backup running back is really just, I mean, he's done. You could tell. Like he can't do no more. So because they're using him and using him and using him, and Air Force is actually really good at stopping the run anyway. So you might see Oregon State actually try to air it out a lot tonight, or today. But that makes it even worse because I don't trust them. So I definitely like Air Force here, man. Definitely like Air Force here. All right, let's keep it moving. We got Nebraska taking on USC. This is a pretty big one. We are moving right into the 7 o'clock slate. Damn, I skipped a lot of good games. Never mind. We're in the 4 o'clock. Damn, I was looking. I was like, yo, why did I skip all these games? All right, we got we got Nebraska and USC. This is a 4 o'clock game. So we got Nebraska coming in at a, let me see here, 7 point underdog on the road. USC is laying 7 points. Looks like we got a total of 51 here. So you got Nebraska coming in. They are holding a winning record, and I've liked what I've seen from Nebraska. I don't think they're a bad team. I think we're getting a lot of points here. The line might be getting away from us a little bit. because it opened up at a 9. It's now down to a 7. So a lot of people also had the same feeling like this is a little too many points, right? So a lot of people are on Nebraska, it looks like, or it's just sharp money coming in on Nebraska because I can't necessarily see the public really hammering Nebraska here like that. So we actually might be on the sharp side of the bet here. But I think both teams could really they're both really needing a really good show, right? Like they need to come out here and make it look really good. So I do like the over in this game. Um, I can see Nebraska coming in here and pulling out a cover, definitely making it a competitive game. USC should, you know, obviously be favored here because they're at home, but you know, I just don't really trust the Trojans defense that much, you know. Um yeah, I like Nebraska here. Not my favorite play on the board, but I like Nebraska here. I know they haven't been scoring well, but I think they can get it done here. All right. Definitely not my favorite game on the board though, guys. All right, we got Baylor taking on West Virginia. This should be this should be a good game. I mean, I like Baylor a lot. I like the Baylor that I like Baylor athletics program. Period. Even though they are a bunch of bitches, I do like this program a lot. So Baylor, they're coming in at a 2 point favorite on the road here. West Virginia getting 2 points. We got a total of 59.5 locked up on both sides. You can catch Baylor on the road on the money line at a minus 125, or you can grab West Virginia at home at a plus 105. The line opened up at a 1.5. I mean, I'm on Baylor here. I think you guys already knew that. You know, West Virginia, they pulled off a pretty ugly win against Cincinnati, which is a decent Cincinnati team. I got to give them that. You know, they really didn't look terrible. I mean, it was an ugly game, but I mean, a win is a win. So you got to give West Virginia credit for that win against Cincinnati. But honestly, you know, this is just kind of a letdown for them here. You know, they just this is a tough game, man. Like I don't see how West Virginia is really going to be able to match up with these guys. Baylor's defense was it was just a complete street fight. Like it was a street fight against TCU. And I wish I would have seen better defense from Baylor. It would have felt me a little more comfortable coming into this game. But I mean, Baylor's on a 3 game win streak. They're moving in the right direction, guys. I think this is a Baylor spot. I think we're getting a really good number here. I could see how it looks a little trappy here. You know, you got West Virginia. I don't know. I like Baylor here, man. This is another game that's tough. We have a lot of good games early in college football today, but this is a tough one for me. So let me see here. Baylor. So between these two teams, the favorite has won each of West Virginia's last 7 games at home. Baylor has covered this spread in their last 4 games as favorites against non AP ranked teams, and West Virginia has failed to cover the spread in 4 of their last 5 games at home. So that's the trends that are backing us and Baylor today. So let's go with Baylor, man. I like Baylor here. I think they find a way to get it done, guys. All right. Next game we got is a fairly big game. On the slate today. We got Tennessee taking on Georgia. Huge game, actually. I said a big game. This is a monster fucking game. You got two of the best teams in the country, both 7-1, I believe, coming into this game. I mean, this is the game, right? This is the game that everyone is kind of waiting for. You got Tennessee at 8.5. You got Georgia laying 8.5. You got a total of 47. It's locked up on both sides here. Georgia is coming in as a huge home favorite here for obvious reasons. But it's not like we can't really not give Tennessee their respect. Tennessee is playing good ball, bro. They beat Kentucky, Mississippi State. Um, this is their hump. Like this is their hump. They play UTEP next. Now Tennessee has lost 4 of their last 6 games. But I like this team. I do. I like Tennessee, man. This is a lot of points, guys. The line's moving in favor of Tennessee. The line opened up at a 10.5. The line's moving in favor of fucking Tennessee, man. Oh, Georgia got 2 losses now, Oliver. I thought they were both 7-1. But yeah, I like Tennessee here. This is just too many points, man. Um, problem with this is now when it comes to covering, it might be a little different. Georgia has not lost a home game since October 2019. And we all know the hype around Beck, right? For good reasons. I mean, he's fucking Beck. Guy's a fucking he's a monster. I mean, it's just simple. Georgia don't lose at home. Okay? I mean, it's just what it is. Georgia don't lose at home. But this line is really disrespecting Tennessee. Maybe it's disrespecting Tennessee for a reason. But I think that Tennessee has enough backbone to come in here and really put up a fight today. Um, Honestly, Tennessee is probably one of my favorite teams in the SEC when it comes to college football. This team is just so they play the fundamentals extremely well. They're well coached. They know what they're doing on the field. I mean, they have an elite defense, man. Their offense can score at will. Like, come on. Like, what else can you ask for in a team in the SEC? Like, Tennessee is them boys, bro. They are so well balanced. Like, I don't know, man. We haven't seen Tennessee as a double digit underdog this year. Tell me the last time that you've seen Tennessee open up as a 10-point underdog. So that worries me. But at the same time, I feel like it's just because there's so much hype around Georgia. I just think it's kind of disrespectful to Tennessee, man. This is too good of a program. This is too good of a team to give these kind of points to. And obviously, someone agrees with us because the line is now moving in favor of Tennessee, but everyone's betting Georgia. It's just too many points. Not saying that Tennessee comes in here and fucks up Georgia's home winning streak, but I do think that Tennessee keeps this game respectable. I love Tennessee in the first half. Love them in the first half, and I still do think they cover the spread full game as well. So give it to me, man. Give it to me. All right, let's keep it moving, man. We still got college basketball to talk about. We're almost done in we got 2 more games I want to talk about. We got Oregon taking on Whiskey. We got Oregon taking on Wisconsin, man. So you got the Ducks coming in. Line opened up at 14. It's still sitting at 14. You got Wisconsin at home, getting 14 points as a pretty big home dog here. We got a total of 50, slightly favored to the over in this spot. Um, it's at a minus 112. So let's see here, man. We know Oregon, undefeated. We know that. Is Oregon undefeated? They are, right? Bro, I don't fucking know. I think they are undefeated. I don't know, man. There's still a lot of points to lay, but Oregon is just such a good team. And I'm sorry, I'm not thrilled about Wisconsin. I'm just gonna tell you all that right now. I don't think they're terrible, but this Oregon team is just so good. Um, Now, is the thing that worries me about games like this, and when you're playing teams like Oregon that is undefeated or possibly undefeated, uh, you get teams that show up because this is humongous opportunity for them when they get to step on the field with a team like this, right? And it's hard to see these teams not step up. And if a team does step up, then they're playing with some kind of, motivation, like they want to win the game more. Like this ain't just a regular game to Wisconsin. And that's what worries me a little bit with this many points in our back pocket. Wisconsin, they are 0-2 against the spread as double digit underdogs. Um, they have lost those games by an average of 25 points. So anytime the books have put Wisconsin as a double digit underdog, it was for a reason and they were right every time. The Ducks are just they are a force, man. Oregon is a force that we have yet to see anyone really slow down. Wisconsin just does not have the horses to run with Oregon. Uh, I have to lay the points. I have to. It's a lot, but you have to lay the points, man. Give me Oregon here, man. They're just a fucking menace. They're just a fucking menace, man. And I can't see this going any other way. They play Washington next, by the way. Oregon won 6 straight road games. Dude, Gabriel. I mean, I don't know what you can not like about this guy. He has the weapons. He's a good quarterback. He looks fucking fantastic out there. I like Holden a lot, man. On this Ducks team, I think he's a sneaky gem. Um, they got I don't know who their fucking running back is. Oh, it's yes I do. It's Jordan James. I know who their fucking running back is. I remember that dude. This is a good team, man. This is a good team. All right. I'm looking at their team total right now. I think their team total might be a good look here for Oregon as well. It's just a little high. They got everything so high, priced so high on Oregon. It's almost impossible to bet them. I mean, you can get the 31.5 at a minus 120. I mean, I could see that a little bit, but I don't. I'd rather just lay the points here. Give me the 13.5, man. Give me the 13.5. All right, we got Kansas. Y'all knew it. Y'all knew it though. Like I don't get it. Like y'all knew. I say it every time. Y'all knew you were not walking out of here without us talking about BYU. Y'all knew this. All right, so we we got BYU, big BYU coming in, undefeated, man, unfucking defeated. Playing great football. They look great. This team is a threat. Playing Kansas, a Kansas team that has just absolutely looked horrible. I gotta say, I'm on Kansas here. Like this shit, man. Uh, I mean, this line is ridiculous. You seen they beat Iowa State, Kansas did, right? They beat Iowa State. They had a really big offensive game there. Uh but in that game, yeah, they won, but still Iowa State scored a lot in that game. Kansas's defense is not good. It's not good. Um, we seen last weekend, bro, that win over the Utes was insane from BYU. A return touchdown, 3 field goals. Yo, I'm telling you, that was crazy last weekend. If you watched that game when BYU played the Utes, it was insane. Um, the Cougars did get they their defense is still looking solid, man. They're getting a lot of takeaways, man. This defense is for BYU. We seen it last week against the Utes. They are getting a lot of takeaways. The defense is for real. They are looking really good. You know, I I think Kansas. I think this line is very very trappy. So I don't know if it doesn't really make sense, to be honest with you. Let me see here. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, I'm on BYU here. I mean, I'm on Kansas here. Kansas has lost 32 of his last 38 games in November. That's ridiculous. I mean, this just looks like the biggest. This looks like the biggest trap game in the world. I mean, what am I missing? What am I missing here? All right, you like Oregon under 50? Public Enemy. That's not bad. All right, give me Kansas in this one. We're going off of a line read, strictly line read here. I think I can see Kansas coming in here. I can see Kansas coming in here. Not my favorite game though. They did lose to Kansas State because they did. They beat Houston and then lost to Kansas State, right? All right, let's just stick with it. I ain't gonna look too much more into this game, man. I ain't got nothing for it. I'm not gonna bet it, but I'm just trying to find any reason why we got this like the line like this. All right, on to college basketball. Favorite time of the day, man. Yo, I'm just telling y'all right now, before we move forward, we've been on fire, bro. All right. We have been absolutely on fire in college basketball. So I'm gonna put this up right here real quick. Right. Boom. Just I'm telling y'all, man, spend the $10, bro. Get a month of VIP with me. Spend the $10. You are not gonna regret that shit, bro. We swept the board last night. It's about to be a huge weekend. As long as college basketball is on the board, we're going to keep crushing it, man. Telling y'all, $10 is the best investment that you will ever spend in your life right here. I have never had my shit this low before. Ever. Actually, it's been 10 for a while now because we've been offering it 10 for the first month. But now it's not really locked. It's just I'm done saying for the first month. It's $10 for a month. So if you want a month, it's $10 right now. You can grab it today. Just hit that QR code if you're on a computer. If not, DM me and I'll send you the information. But yeah, man, we're doing super well in VIP, bro. All right. Let's uh let's get into some basketball, man. Let's get into some basketball. We got what we got. My bad, y'all. I'm still trying to learn how to work this thing. So, does it go up or does it go down? Idaho, BYU. No, I'm way past that. So where is it? Okay, here it is. I Here it is. All right, Wake Forest and Xavier. So this got to be the first one, right? So let me get this straight on my DraftKings. Tomorrow I won't have to use my phone, guys. Tomorrow I won't have to use my phone. I can use my desktop tomorrow, so it'll be a lot better. You guys won't see my big ass nose and forehead into the phone the whole show. Where are you at, DraftKings? Why does it keep moving to my left screen? Why? I don't get that shit, bro. It's been doing it. It's been doing it since yesterday. So I got my picture on my front screen, right? In my middle screen. And if I close a window and go to my regular desktop version on the one monitor, it moves my stuff to the left monitor, which makes no fucking sense. I don't know why it keeps doing that. I have not been able to figure it out. I think it has something to do with the settings. I just don't know how to fix it. All right, college basketball, here we go. All right. Yo, Arizona really took a shit yesterday, didn't they? I thought Arizona was the one, guys. I truly did. I thought Arizona was the one yesterday. Well, obviously, I told y'all Georgia was, but I really did like Arizona yesterday. I'm not going to lie. I know Cali Wagers gave it out as his best bet, but I was right there with him. I liked Arizona yesterday. All right, we got Xavier taking on Wake Forest, man. You got Wake Forest getting 7 points. You got Xavier laying 7 points. You got a total of 156 in this game, slightly favored to the under. I mean, you got both teams coming in, both looking really good to start their year. I don't think they have lost a game yet, either one of them. I'm not paying too much attention to the Musketeers this year, not as much as I did last year. But I do like them here. I do think that they come in here and cover this number. It opened up at a 6, so it is moving in favor of Xavier, but I expected that. Their offense has looked terrific. If you look at how they've been balling, this is a good 3-point shooting team. They move the ball extremely well. I like this Xavier's offense a lot. Wake Forest, they're also playing well. They have a little problems with rebounding. They really need to clean that up because it's not looking good. But they got out rebounded like a motherfucker against Upstate, and that was a big problem. I do think that Wake Forest ain't going to get absolutely walked on. I think it's going to be a good game, early, but Xavier has that ability to just bury you from the outside. And that's what I think they do. I think that Wake Forest puts up a good fight in the first half. Maybe taking Wake Forest in the points in the first half might be a good look, but Xavier just has the ability and the shooters where they can just bury you so quick. If you look at Xavier's last two games, 94, 94 points in their last two games. They have not yet they have not yet seen a game under 78 points. This team is just playing really good basketball. Their offense is for real. So let's see what we got here. You can get Xavier's team total. It's at an 81 and a half. Not in love with it. Wake Forest looks like they are giving up. So they looked good in that one, but that was against a sub-level opponent. Michigan, they gave up 70 points. Told you they got rebounded by Upstate. They gave up 80 points in that game. Uh, yeah. So I definitely do like Xavier here. I think they cover the number, no problem. Well, I think they bury them deep in the end. So I definitely like Xavier here. Lay the points. The 81 and a half, I don't think is far fetched at all. I'm not in love with it, but I do think they could hit that number. All right, we got Notre Dame. We got Notre Dame taking on Georgetown. And these Georgetown boys, man, 3 years ago, this team was something to be. Like, I love Georgetown. They covered every game they stepped on the court to play. This was a team you could blindly tail. I mean, they've really had good things going on in Georgetown. And their last couple of years have just kind of went down track a little. But I got high hopes for them this year. I mean, it kind of shows here. I mean, Georgetown coming in 2.5 point favorite. I mean, 2.5 point underdog at home against Notre Dame. I mean, Notre Dame's laying 2.5 here on the road, 143.5, slightly favored to the under. I mean, I'm all over Georgetown here, man. I like them here. Both teams are coming in, both with winning records, 2-0. But I think Georgetown has been more impressive. Both teams really haven't played anyone yet to really show us who they're going to be. But I think that Georgetown might be one of the more improved teams in the country from last year. This team has a lot, man. I mean, they got that one piece they needed, right? Georgetown always had always had a good backcourt, right? They always had a good backcourt. Their front court was the big issue. And now when you bring in a guy like Trent Schwarber, who is an absolute fucking savage. I don't know if you guys seen this freshman, but go check him out, bro. He's a freshman on Georgetown. They just brought him in. I mean, his name's Trent Schwarber. The dude is fucking crazy. I mean, he looks really, really good. And that was that piece they needed for that front court. And they got it. And he is showing nothing but positive positive, whatever you want to call it for this team. He just looks great, man. He really does. He looks great. Um, Georgetown's always had good guard play, man, and that's what I'm talking about when we're talking about them having a good backcourt. They've always just had good guard play, and now when you bring in a guy like Trent Schwarber, I mean, you are really starting to connect some dots, and that's what Georgetown is doing. Believe it or not, man, I think Ed Cooley is going to have Georgetown being some real contenders in the Big East. I think Georgetown pulls some pretty big upsets this year, believe it or not. And I'll be damned if I'm not going to find them spots. When we're talking about the Big East, I think Georgetown is going to be a little sleeper to watch out for. Honestly, I like what Cooley's doing. I love the addition to the guys they got, especially like I said, Schwarber is huge. Don't sleep on Georgetown, man. Just watch these guys. We still got a lot to learn. Like we still got a lot to watch. It's still very early, but I'm just saying, I kind of like what Georgetown. I like the vibes that they got going on. I really do, and they are really well coached, just like they always have been. But you got to give me Georgetown here, man. Plus 124, I'll take it. Plus 2.5, I like it. Yeah, it is Georgetown for me all day in this one, man. All right, let's keep it moving. We got Youngstown. We got Youngstown playing Syracuse. This is not my favorite game on the board. The line is pretty high here, but Youngstown was another team, guys, that used to really make us money. This used to be a great program, man, that would always cover the number. They would play ball extremely tough no matter who they played. Matter of fact, bigger the competition, the more we backed Youngstown State. That's how it was. Uh, I'm not necessarily in love with Youngstown the way I used to be. Um, I mean, they're not terrible, but I don't think they're good enough to hang with Syracuse here. We're getting 12 points here. Syracuse is laying 12. The line is getting away from us. It opened up at 10, 10 and a half. So it's all the way up to a 12 now. So the line is kind of getting away. We got a total of 152 here, favored to the over. I could definitely see a higher scoring game here. I Youngstown is looking horrible. I mean, this is just not the same team, guys, and that's all there is to it. Um, almost 14 points per game less than Syracuse they are scoring. So Syracuse has a huge offensive advantage in this game. You know, I, I just can't do it, man. I mean, Youngstown right now on Kempom, they have some of the worst shooting percentages in the entire country on Kempom right now. Youngstown does. That's how bad they are. Syracuse, third straight home game here, where Youngstown is on their third straight road game. Yeah, we're laying the points with Syracuse here. Syracuse should win this game by 15 plus. That's what I'm thinking. So yeah, definitely give me Syracuse in this one. Laying the points, it's a no-brainer. This Youngstown team is not the same team they used to be, and Syracuse is just playing good ball right now. So, all right, we got what is that? South Carolina playing Indiana. This should be a good one. Let's see here. What time is it? 3 o'clock game. So you got South Carolina getting 7.5. You got Indiana laying 7.5 at home here. I mean, I am pretty impressed with what Indiana has going on just in all of their programs. Um, the athletics program for Indiana University is amazing right now. We got a total of 145, by the way. It's favored to the under, but we're not really going to look at that. Um, I mean, I just think Indiana is too much. I love this team this year. They are just loaded. They are stacked. Last game against Indiana, uh, let me see here. Or who was it? It was against who they play? Not against Indiana. Who did they play last? I know they dog walked them though. Oh, Eastern Illinois. Yeah, 90-55. It was Eastern Illinois. They dropped 90 on their ass. And I don't think they have any problem doing that here. South Carolina gave up 89 points in their first game of the season, man. South Carolina's defense is in shambles this year. They have nobody. They just have nobody. Their defense is going to be a problem all year for South Carolina, and we knew that coming into this year. I mean, it was addressed, and it shows. I mean, like I said, first game out the gate, they gave up 89 points. Now you got to see an offense like Indiana that really has not. I mean, that 90-point game was a breakout, yes, but your season gets started when you drop 100 when you're a school like Indiana, and this is the game where I think they do it. The line is a little fishy. I'm not going to lie to you. Line is a little fishy. I really don't like that 7 number we got here. It looks a little odd to me. It almost feels like they're begging us to take Indiana in this one. So not quite sure why South Carolina is getting so much respect here. But Indiana is head and shoulders the better offense and better team. So I say you lay the points with Indiana here. But maybe it's because of South Carolina's offense. Maybe Indiana is not going to come in here and play defense. Maybe this game turns into a shootout. But then when I think that, I'm looking on the board and all these other totals are 153, 152, 150 and a half. You look at South Carolina, Indiana, two teams that have been putting up big numbers, and we get a 145 favored to the under. I mean, it makes zero sense, man. Makes zero sense. And this is one of the bigger games on the board because of Indiana. So help me make it make sense. I just don't get it, man. This line has threw me through a complete loop. Uh I like Indiana a lot. I like this. I like the program. I think they are the much better basketball team. So with that being said, I am a little nervous because of the lines. They make no sense to me. So let's just go to Indiana team total, guys. They got Indiana's team total, which again, what? 76.5. What am I missing, bro? What am I missing? Is someone out or something? Like, what is going on? I don't see anything. No one's out. They ain't saying nothing. Indiana is playing a fucking horrible defensive team, and we've already seen them drop some major numbers. We know this offense is serious. So what is going on? And it's favored to the under. So Indiana's team total is 76.5, favored to the under at a minus 125. And Indiana's total is set at 76.5 at a minus 105. This is either the biggest trap in the world or we just found the best line that we're going to find all day. I mean, all right, I'm going to come back to it. But right now, I'm not going to hold up the show, but right now, over 76.5 for Indiana at a minus 105 is a play that I'm absolutely in love with. Absolutely in love with it. Makes zero sense to me. All right, let's keep it moving, guys. We got BYU taking on Idaho. So we got BYU coming in, monster BYU coming in. I mean, this team is terrific. So we got BYU coming in, laying 29.5 schmackaroonies. You got Idaho getting 29.5 schmackaroonies. So normally, guys, what happens here? Normally, after we see a team like BYU beat up on a team like they did last game, BYU just won by 44 points, bro. By 44 points in their last game, they won. Um, Normally you stay away, right? Now you're back. You're in a back to back game here, laying massive numbers. Normally, and you just covered one, doubling it, right? Because they were favored by 20 and they won by 44. So normally here we would not expect them to cover another 30-point spread. But let's just be real about the situation real quick. This BYU team is built different. I mean, this is a good fucking team, and they're home. Um, they are so dangerous, man. This squad has so many good players, and so far what I've seen from Igor Damon, bro, this kid is insane, bro. Like this is why he is probably going to be the fucking number one draft pick in the NBA. Like this kid is fucking insane, bro. If you guys have not watched Yeager Damon play yet, go watch him play today for BYU. Like he is a complete savage. Um, I mean, this team is a real contender in the Big 12, man, and that's all there is to it. BYU is a real contender in the Big 12. I'm laying the points again today with BYU. Lay the 29.5. Idaho don't have a shot. Not a shot. All right. Let's keep it moving. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. All right, we got what does that say? Colorado State versus Ole Miss. Man, we just backed Colorado State last night in college football. Do I really trust these fucking boys again in college basketball? I mean, I don't think we should personally. But I don't know. Here, let me just reach all the lines real quick if I can find it. If I can find it. I do have to go back to I have to go back to that I have to go back to that UMBC game. I accidentally skipped it. All right. So we got Colorado State getting 4.5 points. We got Ole Miss laying 4.5. We got a total of 141 locked up on both sides at a minus 112. This is going to be a good game, guys. Um, the line's tight for a reason. I don't like Ole Miss at all. I don't like this team. I don't like them at all. I don't like green eggs and ham. I don't like Ole Miss, Sam. I am. Uh, I just don't think that they got a lot of hype around them. Sure, they won all their games so far. We already faded them once and cashed on the spread. I just don't trust Ole Miss, man. I don't trust their team. I don't trust their coach. I don't trust anything about this team, man. This Ole Miss, they are. Let me see here. They are. Yep, they are. They're 3-0, but they have only covered one. They're 1-2. They're 1-2 against the spread. They're 1-2 when it comes to the over. They are 3-0 because they have yet to walk out the door. They have been home at. They have been home in every single one of their games. Every single one of their games, Ole Miss has been home. I mean, I just don't trust them, man. I really don't, bro. Um, Both these teams come in. I don't trust Ole Miss's defense. I mean, offense for shit. Colorado State 68-61 in their last one. Colorado State is another offense that you can't really trust. I mean, where do we fucking go here? I want to fade Ole Miss so bad, bro. But both teams they're not scoring. Either one of them. Colorado, 74 versus Denver. Um, Actually, it looks like offensively, Colorado is actually averaging 81 points per game so far. Where you got Ole Miss, according to KenPom, Ole Miss is, bro, they are at the bottom 100 of the nation, bro, on KenPom. They are the bottom 300s of KenPom, only averaging 31 points per game. Actually, they're not. They're 263rd. I apologize. 263rd in the nation. Man, Jesus. Their defense, though, 34th. Their defense is fucking savages. Ole Miss's defense is strong, man. Give me the under. Ole Miss, we know Ole Miss can't score, right? Colorado has a decent offense, but Ole Miss's defense is fantastic. Give me the under. What do we got it set at? 141. Let me get that. We're taking the under here on Colorado State and Ole Miss. Give me the under 141 at a minus 108. I like it a lot. All right, we got Yale playing Minnesota. Um, This is one of my favorite games of the day, by the way. We got Yale taking on Minnesota. This is probably going to be a VIP. Damn, bro, it's already 12 o'clock. Football just started. That's crazy. Um, so we got Yale. We got Yale getting 5 points. We got Minnesota laying 5 points. We got a total of 138.5 locked up on both sides. Minnesota at a minus 225. Yale at a plus 185. You guys all know that well, at least my VIP knows that we've already faded Minnesota in our last game. And it was versus North Texas. And it was a win. I mean, North Texas won outright. They had the defense to stop Minnesota, and they had the defense to stop Dawson Garcia. And that's exactly what I said in that game. I said North Texas has the defense that Garcia has never seen before, and it's going to shock this offense. And that's exactly what happened. Problem is, Garcia still put up 20 something points in that game, but that is what you need to do to slow down Minnesota. And now here you are playing a Yale team that has absolutely nobody on this roster that is going to be able to match up against Dawson Garcia. Nobody. Minnesota should absolutely roll Yale today. There is no excuses. They have no one that is going to slow down Dawson Garcia. No one at all. Minnesota, this is a great home bounce back spot for them. Like I said, we faded them against North Texas. They lost. They needed that loss. Now they're coming in against a Yale defense that is awful. They have no one to back them up against Garcia. Even if they do throw their entire team at Garcia, which is probably what they're going to try to do, you're leaving so many other good shooters open where Minnesota is going to run away with this thing. Like, no matter how Yale tries to bring that defense today, it is not going to work. This is a great matchup for Minnesota. It's one of my favorite games on the board, man. We're getting a really good number because Minnesota did just lose to North Florida. But like I said, North Florida had the defense to hold down Garcia and the other shooters where Yale don't. So it's a win-win for us, man. I like Minnesota here. I like them a lot. Minnesota on the money line at a minus 225 is a great parlay piece. I think you lay the 4.5 in this game, and if you get player props, right? I don't know if you do or not, but if you do, Garcia is dropping 30 points today. All right, you heard it here first. Dawson Garcia is going to drop 30 points. Watch. All right, let's keep it moving. I want to get this over with so we watch the games. All right, I want to talk about one more game. All right, I got a couple more, but I want to talk about one more. Uh, Seattle taking on UC San Diego. I think you guys already know where I'm going with this, right? So I told you guys from the beginning of the year, Seattle is a team I had circled coming into this year for us to fade. And man, they have done it's one of my favorite predictions I've had in a while is the Seattle team. They are bad and the books are loving them. I mean, they are giving us such good lines to fade the Seattle team. We have faded them every game so far, guys. They're 0-3. Two of them games we won outright as an underdog, and we were on the opposite side of the Seattle team. Like we hit this on on point with fading Seattle, and I don't think the money train is going to stop. I really don't. I'm going to fade them again until Seattle stops paying on that fade. Man, we're going to keep taking it. I mean, UC San Diego is no pushovers, man. They are the better team, hands down, with no doubt. They have the experience. They look great versus San Diego, right? Where they were a 13-point underdog in that game, and they only lost by 5. Man, I am all over UC San Diego here. I'm laying the points, and this is another great money line spot. Guys, just keep fading Seattle at all costs, and you're going to make money. So, love UC San Diego here. All right, perfect, man. That was a great show. I gave you guys a lot of info. We are here for an hour and 38 minutes. It's time for me to go and watch some football and get some bets in. I didn't even give a VIP card out, but I know I don't really have I know where all my games are, and we don't really have too much early, but I do want to get some early action in for myself at least. All right, man. I want to leave this up here for a minute. I highly advise you guys. I'm about to drop the VIP card now. So you guys have not missed anything for today. Highly advise you guys to get involved with VIP. Guys, we are absolutely smashing shit in VIP. Like I said yesterday, man, we swept the board. Our free plays are hitting. If you guys are not in the Discord, please join. It is definitely worth it to join our community, man. Uh, I also got this app now. You guys can find it in the community. I got the link or find it on my page. Yo, it's a website. Well, it's an app. It's called Undefeated Live. You go on there, man, and basically it's like Twitter but made for sports, right? And you could play in these pick'em contests and win actual cash. Bro, I got paid out $20 the other day to my PayPal because I picked more picks right than the rest of the people. And the app is 100% free, bro. You don't need to pay for anything at all. All you got to do is use my link and use my code. And you get in there and you have a chance to make money on just picking winners. Like, bro, it's insane, bro. And I swear there's no other like little there's no like little like hidden side things or nothing like that. It is straight 100% free. It's almost like a Twitter layout where they have a whole section where you can just talk sports and put out tweets and stuff like that. And then they got the game rooms where you can actually go and play in contests in the NBA, in the NFL. They're like pick 'em contests, fantasy contests, and you win actual cash. Bro, if you guys want that link, man, hit me up. I'll send it to you. Download the app, bro. It's cool as fuck. I like it a lot. Um, so yeah, I would definitely, if I was you guys, I would definitely look at it. Look at it. I think you'll like it. So hit me up if you want that link, man, and I'll get you started. And I told you guys all the time about AI, man, about Jackson AI. I don't know how much more I got to tell y'all. I love it. I absolutely fucking love it. Uh, it and it's for research purposes. Honestly, it's not like what y'all think about. Like it just gives you picks. It's not like just yeah, you can get it to just give you picks, right? But it's more of research. And when you're a capper, man, and you are looking for quicker ways to research games or head-to-head player stats, bro, this thing is incredible. My research time has literally went down like like hour and a half, 2 hours a day because of this bot, bro. Like, I fucking love it. Like, my research time is literally cut in half. But if you are just looking for betting purposes, man, it's got all of that, bro. It's really cool. So if you guys need that, you can go to the website. It's right on the homepage. All you gotta do is scroll down a little, and you'll see the link to get the free trial for Jackson on Python Sports. It's worth it. All right, man. And you guys already know, man. Join my VIP, and you guys will definitely make money 100%. We are on fire. This weekend's going to be no different. I'm about to go and drop some VIP plays now that I have written down. And yeah, man, let's make today a winning day, guys. I appreciate every single one of y'all. I'll have the whole show and everything a lot better tomorrow. Like I said, I just bought this new streaming software, so I got to learn how to use it, and I got to figure out how to set everything up. So we'll get used to it, man. But I appreciate everyone that showed up today, man. Enjoy your day. We have a lot of games, a lot of college basketball, a lot of football, man. NBA, hockey, man. It's a big weekend, man. We're off to a really good start. So let's keep it up, guys. I'll see y'all tomorrow, probably at the same time, 10:30, because we got